How's it going, everybody? My name is Sergio,
And I'm Danny.
and we're with Better Days. This is our first time on a podcast here at Straight Media, next to Straight Barbell.
Shout
For you
out
guys,
Straight Media, man.
100%. If you haven't been here, I definitely recommend checking it out. Joe and Fabian have a sick setup here. It's located here in Las Vegas, Nevada, next to the Strip, in Las Vegas. But
You know, it actually motivates me, man. I'm not a gym person, but the setup is insane.
no, yeah, I got a crazy workout, leg workout the other day, and
know?
dude, I'm still sore. But no, definitely check them out. They have a lot of good equipment, a lot of good people coming through, a lot of like-minded people. But no, seriously, thank you guys for having us here
Yes, sir.
on our
Yes,
first
sir.
day.
So, Better Days. Started off, just a kid, didn't know what to do in life, just, struggling with mental health, and I didn't know where to go, with my life and stuff like that. The brand started actually. I was in barber school and just super depressed, not even having the motivation to show up in barber school, waking up every day struggling to see if I even wanted to cut hair and stuff like that, and one day, I was just really down bad and it was raining. I remember it was raining. It was like gloomy.
It was like an emotional story, like a
Yeah.
movie scene.
Yeah. And I'm just, I just had finished a haircut and stuff like that, and I go outside after my haircut and everyone said it was cool, everyone's giving me a pat on the back or whatever, and I'm just like, dude, like, what am I doing? Like, do I even want to be a barber? Like, what? Like, why do I not feel content with myself? Like, why am I not satisfied? What's going on? You know what I mean? Like, damn, bro, like everything's going on in my head, and I just step outside and I look up in the sky, I'm walking because Jerry's Nugget is right there, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just walking down, dude, and I start crying out of nowhere, bro. I'm just like, what the hell is happening to me, bro? Like, anxiety was going crazy. I was just like, damn, dude. And then I was just like, I sat down for a second and I just started praying, I was just like, man, like, please help me, And then it's weird, right? Because the sky opened up. Like, I don't know if you ever experienced when, like, it's raining, like, one side of the, you know what I mean?
That light beam comes out
That
of
light beam
nowhere.
just comes, right?
like,
And I'm like, yeah. And I'm just like, dude, like, please, like, what's going on? And then I remember not even a couple of days ago, I was hanging out with the boys and I was just like, we are just talking about, like, just like what we were struggling with, like why we feel so down and what like why can't I even get out of bed in the morning, like and this is already like on my third, fourth month of school and I'm over here tripping, like, damn, I don't even want to do this, dude, and I was telling the boys that and I was like, whatever, and then I was just like, I remember the homie was like, better days, bro. I was like, better days. I was like, better days ahead, I was like looking up.
And what year was that? So for the people,
Yeah, this was honestly last year. I want to say like August 2024.
Okay.
And August, January, March, yeah, June, July, August, like July, August there. And I was just looked up. I was like, better days ahead. And then I was like, and then I incorporated. I was just like, bro, before I left, I hugged the homie.
yeah,
I was like, bro, like even our closest homies don't even hear us out. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like we don't even want to express yourself to them because you're scared to get judged. You're scared to get humiliated by them, bro. Like, oh, bro, tighten up. Like, what? No, dude. Like, I'm ready to off myself, bro.
Yeah,
like, let's be for real, dude. Like, and so, that's how, I started putting it on a shirt, and people they loved it, dude. They loved Better Days, or like, what does that stand for? I'm like, just have a better day, bro.
Yeah.
Just like, there's always better days, dude. Like, yeah, at the moment you feel horrible. At the moment you feel down, you feel weak, you feel vulnerable, bro. But there's always a bigger plan, man. There's always a bigger vision to what you got going on. It may not seem like that at the moment. You may feel like my world is done. No one's hearing me. It's just, but at the end of the day, bro, like, you're not alone. We don't want you to feel alone. This is what this whole movement's about, man. Like, I just really genuinely want to help as many people as I can before I leave this earth. I know that sounds super crazy. I know that sounds insane, but in all reality, I genuinely want to help as many people as I can, and the further we go with this, the deeper we dive and the more connections we get, eventually, I would like to some of the proceeds to our business go to, you know,
like nonprofits,
nonprofit organizations for suicide awareness and things like that. So, yeah, man. It's been a while. Like I've you know, once I took off, I didn't know what to do. The shirts were coming in. There was so much going on. I was super overwhelmed. At that moment, I was still going like, "What is my purpose? What am I doing?" And you know, I was just asking God every day, like, what am I here for? Yeah. What do I got to do? Like, can you please just show me something? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I put out shirts, people loved it. Now they're talking to me. Now I'm overwhelmed. Like, oh my God. Now you know what I'm saying. Everything is just going just in times 10 right now. You know what I mean? I sold all the shirts at school. You know, like people are going crazy, and I also failed, bro. Like, you know, there's still a lot of stuff that I need to make up for. I'm still not content with. I still need to do things.
But no one's perfect, though.
Yeah, right.
That's the point of like the brand of Better Days. You know,
Exactly.
No one's perfect. I'm not perfect.
Right.
I could wish I could tell you I've been a perfect human being. I never have. You know, and that's why I just kind of fell in love with it. You know, kind of like for everybody listening, like how we got connected. We knew each other kind of growing up here in Vegas. Our families were. We call each other cousin, but we're not really blood related. But we just grew up so together that we're pretty much cousins. And we both had a rough upbringing, you know. Obviously, he had his own, and that's his story to tell. And like for me, it's not as easy. And everybody has a story to tell, and everybody has a moment where maybe they wish they could be heard. And maybe when they do try to speak up or try to be heard, it's looked at as weakness. So they don't say nothing. And then you have like negative thoughts, right? I'll be the first to admit it. You know, I've been there growing up. I've had those negative thoughts of like, I don't want to be here no more. Going into adulthood, you know, life gets hard, bro. The world is fucking not easy.
Yeah.
You know, the streets aren't easy. That's when they made sidewalks. Some guy on YouTube said that.
Yeah, dude.
But
sure.
It's definitely not easy. And I remember I was getting cuts with you at his house. And
my house, man. My
house. Mom's kitchen.
Yeah, nice little setup too.
Yeah.
You know?
And then we just started talking and rekindling, like, you know, back in the days. And we always had this vibe. And I was always talking about it, like, yo, the Better Days thing is a great platform. And he was just like, well, fuck it, let's do it together. Let's rise up. You know, we both have a good story that we're gonna get a little more depth here in a second. And it just kind of clicked. And I mean, now I hear you on that pressure, bro. It is overwhelming.
Yeah, dude.
But it's such a beautiful, like, message.
And mind you, like, I wasn't even on Better Days at that time. You know, I took a year off, you know, and just trying to figure everything out. You know, I'm still going through the motions and things like that. And you you started coming to me, get haircuts. You know, like I told you, I was like, oh, maybe his barber just booked up, bro. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing, whatever.
Hey, man, listen, every guy has a side barber, bro. If my cousin was my side barber, that's
no, for sure. Right? So I'm like, dude. I look at my phone, I'm like, Sergio, all right, whatever. Let's get him in, you know? Let's just take care of him. You know, so then he started coming more and more. I'm like, all right, what's going on, bro?
Yeah.
You know, then he asked me about Better Days, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, it's something I've been working on. You know, I kind of steered away from it because my depression hit even harder at that time. And, you know, I was getting into it with moms, and moms were struggling with me, trying to keep me on the straight path, you know, and just getting in trouble, messing up, you know. I didn't know where my life was going. My pops would always call me like, yo, you're fucking up, dude. You're going to end up in jail or dead, man.
Yeah.
The way you're going.
So if you want to start from the beginning, kind of like, so get the people kind of your backstory.
Yeah, so I grew up, I was adopted, number one. I didn't have no bloodline, I guess you could say. So growing up, you know, I found out that I ended up being adopted in the household that I'm in now. So that killed me. That already made me shift a lot. And I took it real hard, you know. Once that happened, I was about middle school. Then my parents got divorced. And that killed me even more. So that made me act up even more. Around 2016 era, I had my son. He was pregnant. The woman I was with, his mom, she got pregnant in high school. I stopped going to school. You know, I was like, damn, I got to be a man now. So I didn't really get to enjoy prom homecoming, football games,
All
things
the
like
normal
that.
high school
All the
stuff.
normal
Yeah,
high
yeah,
school
yeah.
stuff, you know. I had to get a job. My first job was at McDonald's, bro. Hated it. You know, but it's something I had to do. Even the littlest money I had, I tried to figure something out. So then I started drinking. Man, when I tell you drinking is a horrible, horrible, horrible addiction.
Yeah.
And whoever is struggling with alcohol, there's ways out. I know it doesn't seem like it in the moment, all these demons going at it, but there is a way out. Even if you got to go to jail for a little bit, that's a reason, you know. And that was my reason. I ended up getting a DUI. I sat in jail for a little bit, woke me up forever. I would be lying if I said, "Oh, I don't crave a beer,"
Yeah.
you know, because I've been doing it for so long. I'd be lying if I said I don't want to get off of my case right now and go to the bar and just have a good time. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to do that. But there's bigger things for me, you know, and so I was going through all that, you know, and then you know I ended up having my son 2016, and then got the DUI. Had trouble with my family. They started thinking I was going the wrong path, and I was, you know. And then I just said there's something bigger for me, man. Why just going spending all my money every weekend, not paying attention to my son, you know, not being in his life as present as I could be.
Right.
Because I chose alcohol over him, or I chose alcohol over my relationship and things like that. And that's when the depression, alcohol's a depressant, man,
It
you know,
is.
and you know, you get the craziest thoughts when you're drunk, you know?
Yeah, you do.
I remember one day I was just drunk off my ass, bro, and I just I was so loose, bro. I was so loose, and I was like, you know what? Nobody would care if I was here, bro. Nobody would give a fuck, bro. I'm just another fuck up in the family, you know? You know? And then thoughts were going wild, like, oh, well, that's not even my blood son, you know? Like, fuck it,
Yeah.
you know? And shit like that, man, would, you know, just started piling up. And mind you, I didn't talk to nobody about this. I was strung out, bro. You know, I was thought everybody was against me, you know? But that's what it is. We act like the victim, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alcoholics act like the victim all the time, bro.
No accountability.
No accountability. We don't care, bro. You know, we just want to go party, dude. And we burn bridges, bro.
Yes.
Let me hold $20, bro.
Yeah.
You know, let me get $100,
Yeah.
bro. You know, like
Just keep going more.
yeah, more and more. You
Yeah.
see how much you can pull out of
Right,
somebody,
exactly.
and that's not the life you want to live, bro. You want to be right with people, man. You know, but you start learning,
So-
you start growing. Like I said, you can get in a horrible predicament, but that might be God saying like, "Yo, I chilled you out. Let me chill out. Let me chill you out. Let me," you know what I mean? So all this is going on. I'm 28 now. I'm sober now. But through those struggles, man, I felt alone every single day. Even though my parents were like, "What's good? What's good?" I'm good. I'm fine. I got this. But deep down inside, I wasn't eating. I was in my bed rotting. I couldn't. I left my phone alone. You know, everyone's on their phone these days. I couldn't even touch my phone. I didn't want no human interaction at all. And at that moment, I knew something was wrong. I knew I was here to be better, to be something. So many times I've driven home intoxicated. So many times I've driven home under the influence and made it out. God forbid something would have happened, bro.
Right.
We would not have this.
And I'll be here right now.
We would not be here right now,
No,
man.
facts.
And things like that, dude. And I'm just blessed to be here. I'm happy. I'm happy I got over that hump. And all I can say, if I could do it, you could do it. Easier said than done. But that's why we're here, man. We're here to lift you up, to get you there. You know what I'm saying? You have a voice with our brand. You have everything, you know, everything that I didn't have. We can bring it to the public eye now, bro. We can normalize
Mental health.
mental health. We
Yeah.
can normalize men's mental health at that, you know?
Yeah.
You know how many people don't care about us, bro? Go to work. Go to work. Get that
Keep paying
check.
bills. Yeah.
You know? When's the last time someone checked on you, bro?
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
When's the last time someone genuinely checked on you, dog? You know? So, you know, and I I feel for everybody. I feel for all that. It hurts, because you can't save the world, bro.
No.
But if this message gets out to the people and they just hear it, and we save 1 out of 10 people, bro, we've done our job, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much where I am on this side of this brand and what my mission is. If we can help you get sober, if we can help you speak, if we can help you have your voice back, don't be scared, you know what I'm saying, to talk. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, bro. And that's deep.
Yeah, bro.
That's real. And obviously, us being kind of grown up together, I've seen it firsthand.
100%.
And you've done 360, like complete 180, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's amazing, honestly, bro. It truly is. It's like inspirational.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. It wasn't easy.
Nah,
but we got here,
but
man.
nothing's easy in life, though. If you do really true on something, nothing's easy.
100%.
We never thought we'd be right here.
Yeah.
2 kids who grew up how we grew up. We never thought we'd sit right here right now.
No, definitely not.
Never thought we'd have the clothes we have on right now.
Yes,
or the
sir.
lives, hopefully we're impacting, right, in a positive way. And I guess from my side of the story, or my flip coin is, I grew up here in Vegas and kind of same thing. Divorced parents, older sibling of 4. I have 3 younger siblings. I grew up in like your kind of typical Hispanic household, in like a duplex with like 8 people. I slept on a floor or some sort of pile of pillows or blankets and stuff like that. So I was like 18. I had my first fish, like my own bed without sharing something with like my brother and my sisters, and and I got that through the military. But that's a different story. But yeah, so my father was always working, and he had. We can't blame our parents for sometimes our outcomes.
Right.
No, going back to the accountability, and as much as me growing up, I wanted to, and maybe there's still some resentment there, but we can't. It takes up to us to change that generational thing. And nowadays, I love my father. Me and him have a great relationship.
Hell yeah.
But growing up, it's just, bro, I was like, dude, I don't want to be home. I kept running away. I moved in with my cousin, lived with him half through high school. I mean, no one really knew about it, My mother was never really in my life. She was that first woman, right? That first
love.
First love,
Yeah,
right?
For sure, yeah.
No, man, she just chose drugs. She chose drugs in the streets, and I hate to say even like prostitution at times, bro. And it's seen as a kid, and growing up in like random crack houses, bro. It's crazy to say it, but I don't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%, yeah.
But it's just seeing that, the one that's supposed to take care of you, put you in these positions where you're just with strangers, bro. Seeing that needle in her arm, she's just strung out. And then my mother was this beautiful woman, bro. Oh, gorgeous woman. But now I haven't talked to her the last 20 plus years. And that's my decision, Maybe one day, hopefully, God willing, she's okay out there, right? But I don't know. I really truly don't know. I would love to say she's good. She's sobered up. She's not going to come popping in my house, breaking through my window, ODing on the floor, and all the shit I've seen before. But
looking for you, you know what I mean?
Right. And it's kind of why me and my cousin Danny gravitate towards one another. That struggle we had, understanding one another and no judgment. For real, no judgment. Like you guys can tell, he's
you
blasted.
Would think, like, what's going on?
Yeah, he's blasted with tattoos, and I got like a little anchor.
That Coolsville $10 tat.
Yeah, a little $10 tat I got on a trip in Mexico one time with the boys. But it's definitely two upbringings, but it's the same message. Everybody has a story and everybody has a struggle, and I just think that
definitely not judging a book by its cover, right?
Yeah, 100%. And that's the point. No matter if you're just clean cut guy with whatever type of job or career field you're in, you still have problems.
100%.
Or this guy is blasted with tattoos and gauges and grilled out, you still have problems. It doesn't matter who you are. And I think that's what's best about the Better Days brand when we join together and really just try to touch as much people, spiritually, emotionally, just get the word out. And I bring that social contact back, as we were talking like in the car earlier or a couple of days ago, how really have that social connection. I feel like we've lost that. Everybody's too busy on this nowadays, right? Yeah. And granted, this is a tool, right? We kind of like need this to survive society. Right? Like, look what we're doing right now, right? We hypocrites to say, cut all this off. But at the same time, I feel we lost that genuine social of, how are you doing today? Like, People say,
or someone just how you doing keeps walking.
keeps
right?
walking.
They,
Like,
they don't sit there and
can I
actually
re-
care about
correct. Can I
how
respond to
you're
say,
doing.
yeah, hey,
Can
you know, I'm
hold
not
on,
doing
let me
good.
talk for a second. You
And once
know?
that person told you, like, hey, I'm actually not doing good, and you're walking, you're like,
Okay.
and then you're gonna stop and pay attention, right?
Right.
But that's all it takes, and maybe you can save that life.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. So
And I think about that all the time, bro. Like, we walk around so many people every day, like grocery store or the mall or downtown or wherever we're at, bro. You don't know how many people are like that. Might be their last day, dog.
yeah,
And you just saying, "Hey, how are you?" or "I like your shoes" can completely change everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, all it takes is a conversation, bro.
small act of kindness.
Dude.
That's it.
And it feels so impossible these days, bro.
Yeah.
People are so rude, dude.
And
You know what I mean? Like,
and I think, and that's something I think we're trying to push forward is like, no matter who
100%.
you are, what you are, or anything like that,
Welcome
you're
with
human.
open arms,
yeah,
bro.
you're human. You're a human being, and I hope you have a better day.
yeah, dude. Seriously,
Hug your
man.
homie. You know, that's a generic thing, and I feel like we gravitate towards that, and just it's just been blowing up, and like I was saying, it's just that struggle is real. That those silent fights are real. Because there's so many times when I was growing up, bro, I've thought about it, man.
Bro,
From like I would catch myself at like high story buildings and just look down. I'm like, man, no one's gonna give a fuck. I'm like 14, dude. No one's gonna fuck, bro. No one's gonna see me gone, bro. I got 3 other siblings. They'll be cool,
we straight,
And then, or me now getting older as an adult, right? Seeing friends who passed away, friends who took their own lives, right? Coworkers, hearing stories about family members attempting it, right? That's fucking nuts. Because I'm like, dude, no way they would do that. They have their life set. No way they would think that. They have their life set. And like, they didn't go through this. They didn't go through that. But you never know. And
You
that's
never know, and that's the thing. And it's like I've caught myself too. Like I'm telling you guys, like you guys are not alone, but I can't even take my own advice at times.
yeah.
Like why is it that I'm trying to help others before I help myself? But I've always been that way. I've always try to save everybody from jumping, but how far is it down? You know what I mean? Like it might not hurt that much.
True.
And but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get past that. I'm trying to really get myself focused on too as well. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, we tend to forget about ourselves, bro.
Yeah, it's one day at a time.
Yeah.
And I think we can't be harsh on ourselves, and I think we have to give ourselves a lot more credit. And
Appreciate the now.
yes, and I feel like people don't appreciate that. Like, dude, you wake up and you open those eyes.
That's a blessing right there.
That is you won the lottery. You're still up. Whether you're sleeping on the floor or you're on a bed or wherever you're at in life, you're up. You have a chance to make something different, right?
Still have
And
a
if
chance.
you don't feel heard, if you don't feel like you have a chance, talk to somebody. Reach out to us. Hit us up on our social media. Better Days CO, like on Instagram.
Man, we're always down to listen, dude. We're always down to hear you out, and that's the thing. Like, you see all these other companies that promote that, but they don't even respond to a DM.
Yeah, it's true.
They just want you to order their shirt and be like, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, but if we do set up something to where we can have a little a community thing that you got something, talk to us, bro.
Yeah,
Let us know what's going on. Let us know how your day's going. Like, you didn't get that promotion that you want. Let us know, man.
Yeah.
All that counts. All that matters, bro.
Because you never know what little thing's gonna set someone off. It can be simple as that. You didn't get that promotion at work, and that's it. You want to take your life, right?
You know what I mean?
It could be that girl breaking up with you, dumping you. Or it could be the guy breaking up, dumping with you. It could be whatever the case is. You're not making enough money. It can set people off. And I feel like there's so much we focus on as humans, like, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, I need to get this, I need that, and you put so much stress on yourself. It's like, hey, bro, how about you just take a second and just go,
just breathe.
Breathe, bro. Just enjoy the now. If you set a goal on a timeline, you'll get there. Eventually. It might not be right now. It might not be tomorrow.
The turtle won the race. Remember that.
The turtle won the race.
So
the turtle won the race. Yeah, it's true though. Like little stuff like that it's true though. And I think that's kind of like what we're pushing. Obviously, we're just starting, and this is kind of like a lot, right? And we do appreciate every little thing.
It gets hard because sometimes we even mess up and forget where we're at. You know, like
no, we have to check on ourselves a lot.
yeah, we check ourselves a lot, and that's why I feel like we go together so well because we sit there and be like, "Yo, bro, like relax,
Yeah. Oh my God.
chill out, bro."
Tell them about the first week. So we did a soft launch, kind of branding of this, and we did like a small soft launch, like what, 16 shirts.
16.
Right? Yeah, and it's just some shirts. Like we have more coming, which we're kind of excited.
Please be patient. Bro,
Yes.
they're going, man. They're going,
and I have a full-time job still and stuff like that, so it's a lot. But definitely be patient. But yeah, if you want to soft launch.
Yeah. So just real quick. So yeah, we basically we were talking about it in the chair, you know, when I was cutting his hair and stuff like that. And then we're like, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it, man. What are we gonna lose, man? Maybe a couple $100. Okay, you know, it's still, I know, I get it, you know, it's money, but we'll still, worst comes to worst, we'll still have the shirts in stock if people don't buy, you know, like we'll maybe just give them away or whatever. We're just, you know, brainstorming, and then boom, we drop it. Within 3 hours, gone. We didn't know how to act.
It was bananas.
It was crazy. We were quadruple checking orders, like, and you know, we're now thinking about X, Y, and Z when we still haven't even received the shirts.
Right.
You know, and it's like, whoa. Let's just take a moment and appreciate what just happened.
Correct.
You know, sometimes we got to slow each other down, and that's completely fine. You know, so it's okay to check. You know, you can't be a yes man every day.
No.
For the rest of your life, you can't agree with everybody. Right. You know what I mean, or even when you're in business with someone, whatever. I feel like you just got to sit down and slow down real quick.
And that's the biggest thing I learned. Like, man, I was having anxiety up the ass. I'm like, all right, I gotta go work, I gotta do this for work, and then I got that. Then I'm like working this on the side, and I'm like, we gotta deliver this, we gotta deliver that. And we both were just like, not panicking, but like having like high anxiety. I had like telling me like, oh, bro, we got make sure this, make sure that, make sure this, make sure that, post that. And it was just a point where I think we're eating pizza at like Good Pie or something like that on Main Street. Yeah. Fire pizza, by the way. Yeah, I just sat there, ate the pizza, we just shut our phones off. We're like, bro, let's just enjoy this beautiful day.
Literally staring at the wall for 10 minutes.
Yeah, just ate this like, pizza, staring at this plain wall, and I think we had ice cream.
There's so much. There's literally so much going on around us, and everything is just like white noise.
Yeah,
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. It's like you got hit with a flashbang.
Literally, just white noise all around, and people are living their lives. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we got a couple right here talking about, oh my God, this was, you know, whatever. Yeah. And you got a family of 10 coming in, and mind you, just numb. Yeah,
we're just oblivious to the world around us, and that was a reality check for us. Like, hey, you know, we're doing this out of love, and we're not really doing it for like money or anything like that. And we genuinely care about other people, and it was a reminder to ourselves of like, hey, take a breath too. Slow down. You're human too.
You're all human.
Yeah, we're all human. And that's where it got kind of like, now we're like on the second win coming up, you know, okay, how we do it a little bit more better so we don't cause too much anxiety, right?
Yes.
And that just comes naturally with like, you know, you genuinely caring with something. Having anxiety going to work, you know, or I don't know, something ambition you have, you want to do, take that risk, take it. You're afraid to take that step, take it. I truly believe that if you do, it will pay off. There's many times in my life where I was like, nah, this is not gonna pay off. Like, why me? Look how I grew up. Look how my life was. Look how my parents were. Look how my upbringing is. Like, I don't have a chance in this fucking world at all. And I just took one day at a time, and I took risks, and it's paying off. Like, it's crazy to see. I know I'm leaving a little bit out of like the stuff, and that'll come in time.
Yes, sir.
That'll come in time. I guess a little bit more, kind of get back on that. Yeah, so it kind of like changed my life when I joined the military at 18.
Yeah.
For those military people out there, don't hate me. I was a weekend warrior dude, all right? So I know I'm going to hear the fucking backlash, but hear me out. I had no other thing to do. I was raising my siblings at the time. My dad was working like 4 or 5 jobs or something crazy at the back in the day just to provide clothes and food. but he was also never there. So me growing up, I was like, dude, I'm raising these kids. I don't, I can't be a kid myself. I'm trying to do sports. Wishing pops was there, right? Wish was dad was there, and dad was never there.
Yeah.
But he was there when it counted. He showed up with food, and he showed up with, he's provided. That's all I knew. And now growing up now, I look back at it, and I'm just like, I see his struggle. And I was raised by my grandparents, and they're all passed away. Well, I got one left pretty much, and that's it, man. Like, it's kind of like my parents are all gone, and I said, look at my dad as like an older brother in a sense.
Right.
Because we would just me and him would,
bond,
we would just bump heads growing up, dude. We had like a terrible relationship, and now he's like my best friend.
And sometimes, I just wish that they would just listen, bro. Like, just listen, just like you're there, but you're not listening.
Just hear your kid.
You're not 100%. Present at the moment, and all you can say is, "Oh, go be productive."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Go join a softball league, or go join
the military?
Go to the gym.
Yeah, something, right?
And nothing against people that go to the gym, right? But
no, I hear you.
Like, you just want someone to hear you, bro.
That's it.
Like, why is it so difficult for you to just sit there and listen to your kid or your whatever it is? But God forbid, I got to listen to you.
Yeah. And for you fathers out there, hey, man, just how about you ask your kids one day, how are you doing? Yeah. And they might ask how you're doing. And I'm not saying open up to your kid, but open up to them. Make them like, hey, you might be Superman and all. Or mothers, single mothers who are in the father role too.
It's okay to feel vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to talk about your feelings. Like,
it's not.
And I cannot stress that enough, man. I mean,
I think people take it as a sign of weakness, and I get where people mean that. Like, it's a sign of like, no, I have to be this. Like, for a guy speaking, I have to be this like strong, independent, hard person working. No one can ever know anything about me, right? All right, that's cool. Kudos to you, but you don't know the people you're affecting around you, maybe, right? Maybe the person around you just wants you, they personally look at this strong independent, just say hi to them or ask how they're doing, right? But yet you're so strong on your high horse, you can't. And now that person takes their life, and you're like, oh, they're weak.
Right. You know how many times, like, growing up as a kid, like, I heard my homie say, I hate my dad.
Yeah, bro.
I can't stand my dad.
Yeah.
He's always on some tough
He's always
stuff.
On my ass, right?
Always bugging.
Always, his way or the highway, right?
But then, now that you get older, you just, like, sometimes, like, fuck, like, what was he going through?
Yeah, exactly. You ask them, like, kind of what they're... Me looking back, like, damn, now he's going through... He's trying to raise 4 kids, single father.
Yeah. Working
2 jobs, right? Paying off his debt to society from his past, and now he's... and now he's dealing with the oldest son being kind of a dick to him. Like, what the fuck? Dude. Now he's dealing with all this, right? So, I mean, there was a lot of ass to belt lessons growing up for sure, But I chose the military, and my goal was to, like, go to college. There's no one been to college in my family. No one's even joined the military in my family. And still stay home because I had this mentality. I started to raise my siblings. I like my kids, right? I make sure they went to school, make sure this. And when I left, I liked that aspect of that lifestyle. They kind of gave me a purpose, right? The Army kind of gave me a purpose, like, oh, fuck, I kind of matter in a sense. Like, it sounds dumb because obviously there's a lot of politics and it goes to that. But a lot of dudes say they miss the clowns, not the circus. I miss that brotherhood, right? I felt like I had brothers. I still talk to them today. It's like they're my brothers, bro. They can text me and call me tomorrow. Dude, I got you. It's just that you develop that, right? Like kind of you and me, right? We developed that growing up. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to do that full time. There's more stuff into that. I couldn't do that because of contracts, whatever. Found out later. But I was like, all right, cool. I wanted to be home, go to college, to still kind of look out for my siblings. And then coming back home, I realized, some of my siblings fell off. Not in, like, in their own ways, and that's their story, and I'm not here to talk for them. But it affected me a lot. Like, damn, I can't leave. I felt like I have to be this parent still. I can't leave. Yeah, I can't
1000%.
Right? And I can't grow up either. That's maybe why I fuck around so much sometimes. But I mean,
man, check on the funniest homie, man. Check on the funniest dudes in your friend group, bro. Because those ones are going through.
Yeah, they got good jokes for a reason.
Yeah, I can attest to that, man.
But and then it just that was an everyday thing, and it kind of just led me on this path. Like, all right, I gotta be up there now. I gotta start working myself. I gotta do this. And now, what am I doing? Following the same footsteps of my father, stressing myself the fuck out. Obviously, I had fun in high school and partied and done stupid shit like any other fucking teenager. We all do that. No one's perfect, like I said. But I just wish that maybe it'd been nice to hear like, hey, I'm proud of you, son. A little earlier, like now
A
he
little
says it was
earlier,
cool.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
When I'm a grown ass man, it's like, all right, thanks, bro. It's like, but that's my opinion. Everybody's different.
Yeah,
you know?
like I told you, got off the phone, pops.
Yeah.
What was it yesterday? Today.
Today you told me, yeah. On the way over here, I called you. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Saying you're proud of me?
Mm-hmm.
You're about 10 years late, man.
Yeah.
But I heard it. You know what I mean? But sometimes we need that. We need that motivation. Like. But the way we grew up, our pops didn't tell us they loved us. We hug them too long. Where get away from me. Like.
Yeah.
And now that they see something, or they see some type of emotion.
Yeah, motivation.
Is
purpose.
It's a little bit more different now.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I be in my head too, like, are you just saying this because you're getting older?
True.
Like, now you want us to hear it? Like, oh, I'm about to be 60. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Like, and it still goes to my head too, man. Like, still battling. But we're getting through it. We're making it happen. We're still 1 foot in front of the other. We're not giving up. We can't lose. We can't lose to depression. We can't lose to suicide, man. We can't. We got to stay strong. We got to keep pushing through, man. There's so many times you hear like, I'm not happy. I'm not this. I'm not that. And also I feel like it's the influence of music too, man.
Yeah.
Whatever music we're into too, bro. It's like, damn, like these rappers ain't even happy. They got millions of dollars in their bank.
Yeah, money does not buy happiness.
And so I feel like whatever you're influenced by, whatever you listen to, whatever you put in your head, like just make sure it's positive, man. Like change your surroundings, change who you are. I mean, it don't cost a thing to be positive. Once again, easier said than done, but it's doable.
It is 100%. And don't beat on the person that's trying. Like, what was it? ASAP Rocky said it.
Yeah.
We didn't be fucking loser for trying, right?
Yeah.
Like, try, and anything you want to do, try. Don't give up. Don't care what people say about your post or whatever. Keep trying, keep doing, keep trying. No one's gonna hate on that. Like one day you try and it works out. It works out. And I mean, that's probably the best thing ever I've listened to recently. Just don't stop trying. Don't give up. Don't stop trying. Keep going.
Man. We want you here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
We want you here. We need you here.
No facts.
You're just as valuable as the next person. We hope that you genuinely take this in and if we can save one person with this, it's a huge accomplishment, because not even people can listen. Not a lot of people can listen and be like, hey, you know what? That was tight. Like that was cool. That was solid. That was a solid listen. That was a cool 45 minutes when I was in the gym or just in the library, just listen to this little quick conversation, bro.
Yeah. And that's the purpose. Like when I got with him about it, bringing back that social aspect, like we were saying, like human to human contact, right? Like say you knew nothing about the person in front of you, and you just without having the influence of a phone or social media next to you or anything like that, how would you approach them? How would you talk to them? We just judge them based off they wear. Like you judge a book by its cover. Does that put you at a disadvantage because you're being an asshole? Maybe, And I get that to an extent, right? But it doesn't hurt to say hello. How are you doing? How's it going? Now, if the person responds back like, "What the fuck's so good about today?" or some asshole shit, he's probably he or she's probably having a bad day.
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah, ease it down,
Yeah.
But and I get that. People are like that, Some people are just
Some
dicks.
people just don't want to talk,
and
man.
that's cool too.
Just hit them with the "Have a good day, bro. Have a better day,
you
bro."
tried, right? But yeah, that person might take it home and be like, "Fuck, you know what? I'm a dick, dude."
And the thing is too, like people say, like people with tattoos are very intimidating to approach.
Yeah.
Bro, watch out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a teddy bear, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm the nicest guy ever,
we
dude.
call him Bone in the family,
yeah.
dude.
Hey, whoa. Cut that. No, yeah, man. It's like, dude, I'm the nicest guy you ever meet, And for some reason we have that I don't even know what it's called, but I guess the look, like, well, I can't approach this dude. Like,
Yeah.
he looks like he's been through some shit.
Yeah, true.
And yeah, I have, bro, but it doesn't mean we can't have a combo, bro.
Yeah, true. I'm a human too, dude.
You know, like, I would love to go to someone just be like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, how you doing? In a proper way, you know,
Right.
because some people get weirded out, man. I don't know, like, I feel like human contact is like not a thing anymore, right? Like how we're
No,
talking.
yeah, and that's
So it's like,
so yeah,
you know, so like when you're out socializing and stuff, and you're like, just go, hey, bro, can I buy your lunch today? Or some random act of kindness, bro. Can we do that? Can you just try to do that? Go do one random act of kindness and see how you feel after.
yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like, can I borrow your coffee, bro? Like,
Yeah,
see what that does to somebody. That might have been their last $5 in their bank account. You probably just saved them gas
true.
or whatever it may
Yeah,
be. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, you just never know, bro. And that's the message that I can't
Emphasize enough.
emphasize enough, man. Just be kind to one another, bro.
No facts.
You know, so I mean, and that's basically what Better Days is about, man. And I hope you guys hop on the train and
like in future upcoming news, I'm just gonna kind of shout it out.
yeah, bro.
October 21st, we are doing a social event. It's the first of many.
First of many.
It is at Jammyland, which is on Main Street. They were real kind to loan us the venue, and we just want much people to come out there as possible. Like I said, it's a social event. The goal for it is just to have fun, mingle, make connections, whether it's business, social. I mean, you might find your wife, boyfriend, I mean, who cares, right?
Yeah, you
I
might
don't
find
know.
your lover
It is-
there,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know. Like, but it's like, if you have a better day, that's all that matters,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
it. You enjoying yourself, man. You
Yeah.
never know what you're gonna run into, dog.
Correct.
You know?
For those of you who don't know what Jammyland is in Las Vegas, it'll be on the Instagram as well. And they'll be tagged with the address and times and stuff. It's like just a 4 hour, something small, quick. And I know it's on a Tuesday, right? I get a lot of people do stuff on the weekends, right? Especially in Vegas, the city never sleeps. So we were thinking, something during the week, on a Tuesday. It's random. Get something people to do.
Getting off work, you
Getting
hate
off
your job,
work.
pull up, bro.
Yeah, pull
Come-
up, dude.
Come kick it, man.
Just come say hi.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We'd love to meet everybody, like
100%.
with people like that order stuff, we try to properly thank you, but in person it's even better, man. Like, thank you, bro. Like, you supported us. Like, you know how much that goes a long way. You know what I mean? Like, you spend your hard-earned money on us. That's insane, and
crazy.
you can appreciate that, bro. Like,
Feels illegal.
people work 80 hours and they spend whatever they spend on our brand.
Yeah.
That's a blessing, bro.
It is,
So
100%.
so we would love to see you guys and meet you guys, bro, just to properly thank you guys for showing love and the continued support. And you know what I mean? Because, I mean, if I'm supporting a brand and they have a pop-up and it's due to like what I'm struggling with,
Yeah, no.
I would love to show up and see what it's about,
Yeah, it's gonna be good vibes. We're gonna have a DJ. Shout out my boy Jordan.
Jordan, thank
yeah.
you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, man.
He's gonna be hosting. He's through some good mixes on, I hope.
Man.
But yeah, and then just further kind of reaching out. Like, we're trying to take this as far as we can go. The stars, and
Sky's the limit for us.
yeah,
You know?
it's whatever it can possibly be, and it's honestly whatever you guys make it. Whatever you guys want to turn this into. Obviously, our thing is focus on mental health and trying to save as much people as we possibly can. Starting with something small like a social event, just saying hi to one another. This podcast thing's a little new.
Very new.
We'll probably
Sorry in advance,
yeah,
bro.
I know. It's very new for us. So then we'll probably get a little better at it. We'll see what the future holds with this. And then
We're excited, man. We're excited. We're
happy, dude. I'm genuinely happy
man.
for people wearing it. I'm genuinely happy to see the feedback. Like, I know it's
feedbacks
just,
are insane. Can we talk about that, dude? The
Yeah, let's
feedbacks
go.
are
Yeah.
crazy. Like you walking down the street, you see someone in the back hug your homie. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? There,
Yeah, for the
bro?
listeners, there's a back of the Better Days t-shirt and the back says hug your homies. And that was our thing of like, just saying what's up, bro. It's like it's like a neutral thing, like your homie, right?
That's my boy right
Homegirl,
there.
that's my
Give me a
boy.
hug
That's
real
my boy
quick, dude.
Blue,
Yeah, give me a hug real quick.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Don't
but
be shy.
Exactly, this shirt would not have done well in Corona times, but hey, we're past that.
yeah, dude.
We're past that, but it's been great seeing everybody wear the shirt, spreading the love and the movement, and just socializing again. Kind of, I hate to say socializing like back in the day, because my back in the day was someone's new like this is terrible, and then that person's back in the day was better, and then there's always a better back in the day, and I get that. There's always going to be something better in the past, or whatever the case is, and maybe we could bring something now, or I don't know, you know, something this new era or generation of technology heavy civilization, right? Just the little things, and I feel that we miss out nowadays on the little things, and I feel the little things matter.
100%.
I think they matter, and I think they really affect positively a lot of people, or negatively. You know, like you said, simple as not saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Could affect someone's day tremendously.
Tremendously, bro.
From my experience, I've seen a lot of people just off themselves off simple things, man.
Simple things.
They didn't get a text message. They didn't get an invite. They didn't get a hello. You know, but that's the purpose. We're just trying to make everybody realize, you know, it is. I don't want to say pandemic, but it is a thing. We've grown up seeing. We both struggle with. I like to say, and we try and help everybody out one day at a time.
Just do a homie check, man. Go down your contact list. Hey, bro.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
How you doing?
Hi.
What's going on, bro?
Hola.
What you got going on?
Yeah.
A little homie check, man. That should be a segment on here.
Homie check. Yeah. Dude.
You know? But yeah, going back to the whole feedback thing, like we're out in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
A shirt made it to New York somehow.
Yeah, it did.
What's the next one? UK,
we got
dude?
one coin, I think, to Chihuahua, and shout out my boy Ben in the UK with the shirt
Shout
coming
out
to you.
Ben, bro. You know, and that's diabolical, bro. I'm like, Jesus
100%.
Christ, like that's insane. UK, bro.
Yeah, I just still gotta figure out the shipping stuff, the international
that's-
stuff.
that's
But we'll get you
figured
to you, bro. No doubt about it.
But you know, and that just speaks volumes.
Right,
Like, you know, like we're already reaching those type of people and influencers.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Just around the world, you know, and generically, we just want the everyday person. You know,
the everyday person.
Just the everyday homie, the everyday homegirl, or whatever. Just the everyday person, man. Whoever you are out there, if we can reach you and hopefully make your day that much better, or just a little bit better, we've done our job. And that's all it really means.
That's all it is, man. It's a better day, dude. You're not alone.
But if you do pop to a social event, come say hi, take a photo, tag us, dude. We'll be there till it closes. And thank you again, Jamieland, for like hosting our first one. And we'll see how it goes. And if it goes well, there might be more in the future, and there might be more in different cities. So that is the goal.
Thank you for seeing the vision, man.
But I think we're coming up on. Yeah, I think we're coming a little time here. So one more shout out again. Thank you guys for Strip Media, Strip Barbell.
Barbell, man.
Yeah, hosting us this dope ass
Appreciate you
podcast
guys.
studio. I would definitely check out the gym.
Come check it out, man.
I know Olympia's coming up for all those bodybuilders. Dude, they have the equipment. I'm telling you right now, and they're heavy as shit.
Come through.
Yeah. Come through with a Better Days thing. Check us out as well. The tees do run a little big, so it'll probably fit those big boys and girls.
Big boys. Thank you guys again, man. We appreciate everything. And there's more to come, so stay tuned. Follow the page, Better Days CO on Instagram.
Yes. And as always, I'm Sergio again.
And I'm Danny, man.
And as always, better days ahead.
Better days ahead.